David here, and today I'm showing off the brand new Tesla Model S. Take a look at that. Excuse my shadow, please. Zero emission vehicle, all electric, 4 doors, and this is a big car for an electric car. Take a look at that.
It's got me. I got 2 inches clearance on each side of my garage.
This is the other Dave, the owner of the car. Congratulations, Dave. It's a beauty.
Of course.
So these door handles pop out, if you can see how it's coming out like that. I guess you touch it again and it goes in.
I didn't realize I was that close.
Oh, they all come out when you touch one. Hey, where's the motor?
It's the front.
Oh, you got cheated. There's no motor in there. You got an ice box.
I know. It's the front. They call it the front.
It's the front? Okay.
The trunk in the front.
All right, that's a clean word. So they invented that word just for this new car. You got cheated again. You only got 1 wiper blade. Oh no, here's the other wiper blade. It's kind of hidden down there.
I've got to put a front license plate on, but you know, I got the rear seats down, but you know, there's a lot of room without the rear seats, but it'll seat 5 people pretty comfortably.
Oh yeah, look inside there. It's got that new car smell. Look at all the storage space back here. There's storage in the front, storage in the back. Holy cow, look at the size of the map on the GPS on the dashboard. The map on the dashboard is like a wall map. Look at that, friends. It's got some type of graph there too. Oh, look at that fancy door handle. Okay, so there's no cooling system, there's no muffler.
There's no noise.
Well, yeah, no noise, it's all quiet.
Yeah,
Starts with a push button, huh? Doesn't have a
no
transmission,
does
it?
All you have to do is hit the brake. So
it's got this little gear selector there, but
yeah.
Is there a transmission in there?
No, it's just a, you know, reverse neutral drive. And then you got, you know, all kinds of different options like driving. So essentially it's got air suspension, so I can raise the car up very high.
So we could do a low rider if we want to go get it.
Yeah, you can do a low rider. See,
I can feel the car moving.
Yeah, it's moving.
That's
so if
amazing.
you have high curbs and you're worried about, you know, dragging your rear end.
If you want to put an elderly person in here, you can make it
actually,
go down.
when you're on the highway, it'll actually automatically adjust. It'll drop down when you're at highway speeds to try to give you the maximum airfoil.
Oh, yeah, coefficient of drag.
Right.
That's amazing.
So I normally just keep it in standard. And then
you go 4-wheeling if you go very high. Take it out in the woods.
Obviously sunroof, but you can.
What was that? How many sunroofs are there? Is there one up front? The sunroof in the back? Oh, that's a glass, that's like a skylight.
Yeah, it's a panoramic thing, so it just...
Well, it really lets a lot of light in, doesn't it?
Yeah, so that you can see where you're going.
The backup camera is the top screen. Can we turn the music off so I could hear so I could not hear the motor? What was that on the steering wheel?
Huh?
That switch you just did?
That just enables me to...
Is that a volume switch?
You can control all the controls are on the steering wheel. You know, I can do anything from media to change it. Tells you all the information you want in terms
So what foot pedals are down there? Do you have an accelerator pedal?
Just brake pedal and accelerator pedal.
Uh-huh. I heard that some of these cars have to put a little noise-making thing in when it's
Well,
going 15
actually,
miles an hour so you don't run people over. Does this have something like that?
No, it doesn't have any noise, but I don't think they're going to be required to put some kind of a audible signal on there that so you can.
Look at this, guys. There's a web browser on there. Yeah, go Seahawks. They're going to take it to the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday. Okay, we're rolling through the lot. Silent like a submarine. This will do 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds.
No, this one 5.6.
So 5.6 seconds. What's the battery pack on this?
300 miles.
300 mile range. That's amazing.
And they're building supercharging stations all over the country, so essentially I'll be able to go from Seattle to the East Coast, and they're all free.
We're trying to put a charging station in this lot.
Yeah, it's been taking me like an hour to recharge the batteries from my commute back and forth from work, so it's not it doesn't really tax the electrical system at the house. And I'm going to put more solar panels on next year. So,
Are there any solar panels on the roof of this car
no.
to supplement any electricity?
No, other than the regenerative brakes. That's the other thing is, when you basically take your foot off the accelerator, the brakes slow the car down. So that, see that green section that's the amount of electricity that was generated during a downhill. So it shows you basically, so it kind of gives you a running average, of how efficient you are in terms of driving the car, in terms of the energy utilization. So, I'm sure that some of the people with the more powerful version of this car, they basically, they turn this function off because they don't want to know that they're.
Does 92 miles mean how many miles you have left on your charge?
Well, if I were to use it at that rate, but the average rate is for 300, the rated rate is 300 miles, 300 watts per mile, and my average coming into work was 264, so I was under that. And right now I've got the rated range available is 192 miles. So what they tell you to do is charge the battery at 2/3 of capacity, and what that does is it puts less drag on it taxes the battery a little less. And if you want to do it for a long trip, then you just fully charge it, and then you get 300 mile range. But normal, this will charge it up to about 240 miles. And then, that's good for me, that's good for about all week.
So there's one motor driving the two front wheels or the two rear wheels?
No, there's one motor on each of the rear wheels.
Oh, there's two motors then. I didn't know how they did that. Amazing vehicle. And the back seat looks extremely roomy.
Yeah, I haven't been in the back seat, so I don't know.
Put a couple of 6-footers back there.
How it slows down. That's pretty much what it feels like. It's really, I like it.
So what's this creep? Is that if you have an irritating passenger and you want to eject them out of the back door?
No, I think what that means is, normal cars, when you're at a stoplight, if you have creep on, that means the car will generally kind of go forward.
It'll hold the brakes.
It just means that the car will generally, go in a forward direction. So my car, I have it on off, so basically you take your foot off the accelerator, nothing happens. It just pretty much stays in one place. Unless you're on a hill or something, then it will go backwards.
I wonder if this collar is coded to your car. In other words, if you had a blue car, would the car on the screen be blue too?
Yeah, I don't know.
I have to ask the salesman. And that's a parking brake. Yeah, without a gas engine, you really don't need a whole lot of gauges on the instrument panel.
No. So it's